Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we're going to be making this fall happy birthday card. I've got several birthdays in the fall, and most of them are men, so I figured this is a good masculine fall card. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a piece of crushed curry that is 11 by 4 1/4. 11 by 4 1/4, and then we're going to score that at 5 1/2. It's going to be scored at 5 1/2. All right. Then we're going to need a piece of Cajun craze that is, this is not the right one. Here it is. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to need a piece of Very Vanilla that is 3 3/4 by 5. And I do believe that is it for cardstock. So I will take this and fold it in half. Make sure we get a good crease here. All right. I'm going to take my piercing mat and a scrap paper and the piece of Very Vanilla, and we're going to be making our own DSP. All right, so I have the colors of Crushed Curry, Always Artichoke, and Cajun Craze. For the leaves, I'm using Colorful Seasons. I'm using these two solid leaves. And then for the sentiment, I'm using Happy Birthday Gorgeous. And I'm using Happy Birthday for the outside and Make a Wish for the inside. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the Cajun Craze. And I'm going to stack my Happy Birthday so that I can kind of gauge where I want the leaves to be. So I'm going to make sure that this is fairly straight. And my Cajun Craze and Always Artichoke are very juicy. So it's been hard for me to get a good image, but I'm going to do the best that I can. And I also have brought in my markers of the same colors. In case I get a spot in the middle or whatnot, I can just touch it up with my marker. But we will see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to take my Cajun Craze, get that nice and inked up. All right. Never fails. As soon as I start filming, something happens. All right, so here is my leaf. I'm going to stamp that right here. And I don't mind that if it's a little speckled because leaves are a little speckled. So I don't mind it too much, but yeah. All right, so I need my Stampin' Scrub. So I need to clean off my image before I go on. Where is my... Right, and then we will do my Always Artichoke. And then I'm going to do my crushed curry. kind of do that one up towards the top here. All right. And then I'm going to take my little one. And let's see, we'll do some crushed curry here. And just kind of spread them around. You want some to go off the paper, some to stay on the paper. And this one I don't like that it's got lines, so just fill that in. All right, now let's try a couple of the Always Artichoke. It is a nice fall day today here. It's really not fall, but it sure does feel like it. Make sure that you turn them the opposite way. So they're not all going the same way. I think I'll do another. My crushed curry seems to be working the best. I know I don't know why the other ones are so inky, but they are. And I think that looks good. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. All right, I'm going to close up my crushed curry. I'm going to use my Cajun Craze first, and I'm going to use a aqua painter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little splatters on here. So I just have some water in my aqua painter, and I'm squeezing it to get a little pool down here. Okay, and then I'm just going to tap it, and you want it really juicy. You're just going to tap it on your finger. Pick up more ink if you have to. All right. I'm going to do the same thing with the Always Artichoke. So I'm going to make sure that this is nice and clean by squeezing. And when it comes out clear, then you know that it's clean. Okay. Close up this one. And we will do this one. And the way you get the ink in there is I just open my pad up a little bit and I squeeze. And then that's going to put some ink in your lid there. Make sure that we get and that's just going to give you some good splatter. There we go. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing. Just make sure that this runs clear. And when you get yours, if you get one, this is going to be white. I used it with black, so it stained it, but it still works. Just the bristles are stained, that's all. All right, there we go. All right, so then the next thing that I did, get this out of the way, is I took a distress tool, which Stampin' Up! Used to sell, but we do not sell them anymore. Where did it go? but I know you can still get them at the hobby store, or you can open up your scissors and just use the edge of your scissors. To me, that's dangerous because I am dangerous. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my distress tool. And you just are going to take it and we're going to give the edges a little distressing. Now you can give this a lot or you can give it a little. It's up to you. You can bend the corners a little bit. I just think fall calls for distressing. You can tear the edge a little bit if you wanted to. I'm not going to go that far unless I accidentally do it. But you are going to get fibers all over the place. All right. Okay. And then I'm also going to do that with my Cajun Craze piece. Give it some good distress in here. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to get all these fibers off of here. Then I'm going to take my crumb cake and a sponge and dip that in my crumb cake. And I'm just going to swipe it along the edges here. That just gives it some more character. I'm going to do the same thing on my Cajun Craze piece. And then I'm also going to do the same thing on my crushed curry piece, but I'm not distressing my crushed curry piece. This I'm just leaving as is. All right. And have more fibers from your distressing, so get those out of here. All right, now we can take our piece of Cajun Craze and our piece of crushed curry, and we can put those together. And I want to make sure to get it right up on the edge. Well, not right up on the edge, but close to the edge. But you still want some character in there, so it can stick up a little bit. Okay. All right. And now for this one, I'm going to take my linen thread, which I just had. Here it is. And I'm going to use the last of my linen thread there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just, because I want it to be, okay. If you just take it and run it through on your nail like this, it's going to get all the bumps out from the card. All right, so I'm going to just wind this around here. I hear Hunter in there. I just heard him say, I like to make a mess. I wonder what he's doing. All right, so we're just going to tie a knot. I don't want a bow in it or anything. I do believe this is going to go to one of my brothers-in-law or my brother. They both have birthdays right about the same time. Look at those. And this is a little loose for me, but I'm going to get a piece of tape. Get a piece of tape here. There. There we go, that's better. Alright, and so we will chop off our edges here, or our ends. And that's going to go right on here. And for this one, I'm going to use some tape runner. And that will go right in the center here. All right. All right, now for the inside, I'm going to take a piece of Very Vanilla. That is 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to, did I distress? Remember. No. Okay, so just for the inside, oops, sorry. Just for the inside, we're going to take our Cajun Craze and our Make-A-Wish. And let me get my piercing mat here. Okay, and then I'm also going to take my small leaf in each one of the colors, and I'm just going to make a little cluster down here in the corner. So I'm going to take each one of the colors. Have to clean off in between. And then always artichoke. All right. Take this and we'll go on the inside of our card just with some snail at the top. Just like that. And there you go. So here's that one we just made, and here is this one. I think it's really pretty. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.